Okay, guys. Wrong window. There we go. Make sure. Yep. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the brand new week for my game cycle. I hope everyone is having a great start to their week, a great Monday. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to playing the game that I'm playing today, which is one of my favourite games from the Nintendo DS. Although this is the remastered version of said games. But yeah, I am playing the Ace Attorney trilogy today. Hi Arthur, I'm glad you got my notifications. I hope you're doing well. Where I feel, there we go. I knew I was forgetting something. I needed to put the game back on my TV screen. But yeah, so I'm gonna be playing Ace Attorney today. I'm gonna be continuing one of my favourite cases in this entire trilogy. Anyway, I feel like I have favourite cases in this game from all three. But this case I'm gonna be starting pretty much right now is definitely up there as one of my top favourites. But yeah, so Ace Attorney, for those not familiar, like Arthur, it's a visual novel. So it's it's basically a game that you sort of read through, but there is also like puzzles and stuff that you can solve. It's very, very cool. So in this game, because we're literally role playing as a lawyer, we basically have to help Phoenix Wright, which is the name of our character, solve cases. So yeah. But yeah, so last time we left off, I just started the trial. And yeah, now we're going to be going through the testimonies and the cross-examinations and basically proving our client innocent. So let's get to it. It's not really tribunal, it's more just straight up court cases. So it's basically like a typical court where someone might get arrested for doing something wrong. But whereas usually you just sort of roll with it and you just like let those people go to jail. In this game, we don't want them to go to jail. We want them to, go free because they didn't do the crime. So yeah. I'm just gonna need a quick sip of my drink. So yeah, bear with me for a quick second. There we go. Okay. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight Baxter. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Yeah, drinking pause. It's important to hydrate, especially in a game like this where because usually with games like this I like to read aloud anyway, so I definitely want to make sure I hydrate and keep my voice as croak free as possible. But yeah, the victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. So yeah, this is a judge, so yeah, obviously this is the guy, like in a normal court, that decides whether a person goes to jail or is innocent. Yeah, the weird thing this game doesn't really have though, like a normal court, because yeah, yeah, the judge is very, very proper, very, very posh in this game actually. But yeah, the one thing this court is missing that a real court has, at least in the courts I'm familiar with, is a jury. So like the people that help to make the decision. Yeah, there isn't really a jury. There isn't really a jury in this game. It's more just the defense, which is our character, the prosecution, and then the judge. So yeah. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface, it does seem to make sense. So yeah, this is our character. Yeah, Phoenix is a heck of a guy. He kind of reminds me of a certain hedgehog in a way. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Sonic, you know, spiky hair, blue suit. He probably wears red sneakers on his off day. Yeah, so. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Yeah, Mr. Flash, yeah. Yeah. We also have a Mr. Muscle over here. That's another cleaning product. So yeah, we have Flash. We also have Mr. Muscle. Yeah. I think those might be the only two main yeah, cleaning misters, but yeah. Okay, so now this is the cross-examination. So this is where most of the gameplay in the trial sections comes in. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go through all the statements, and then on each one I either press L1 to ask more questions about that statement basically, or if I think something is wrong with a certain statement, I can present evidence. Yeah, we basically have this folder that's full of evidence that we've collected through investigating. So yeah, like during this statement for example, I'll probably press to get more information. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Bree and the defendant, and in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. So yeah, this is Franziska von Karma. She is the very, very strict, very hard-nosed prosecution. So she's like our main enemy in trying to get the guilty verdict, because, or not guilty verdict, because she's basically gonna do anything possible to stop it. So yeah, but yeah, Mr. Phoenix, right? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? Huh? When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Korean channeling technique. But yeah, the person we're defending, who might come up on screen shortly, is a spirit medium. So they basically talk to spirits of people that have died. Yeah, which is a bit of a kooky job to have. Yeah, like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Then never mind, let's continue with the testimony. Okay, of course the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. So I am just going to look through the evidence just to remind myself what I actually have. So the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. Okay. So we have a newspaper clipping. So this is a newspaper clipping that details a malpractice. So what malpractice is it's basically when a hospital or doctors is run in a very bad or wrong way, and it can also refer to, yeah, I mean, yeah, I get what you mean by that, Arthur. Yeah, inventory in court, it is a bit weird, because I mean you don't really see real life attorneys like go through a folder of like inventory. You more or less just see them actually just pull out the correct photo or whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, there's also a guide map. So this is a diagram of where the murder that we're investigating took place. There's a magatama which has nothing to do with this trial. It's that was more just a sort of power up, if you will, that helps us see what secrets people are hiding. So this newspaper clipping details a tragic accident that happened. So Miney, who is a nurse at the, or Miney, who is a nurse at the Grey Surgical Clinic, which is the clinic accused of malpractice. She died after falling asleep at the wheel. We have a folding screen. So about 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. There's a black key which is used to open up the room where the murder took place. So we have, this is the floor plans of where the murder took place. So pretty simple diagram. Stabbing chest and so in terms of the statement I'm currently investigating, I don't really see a problem with that statement so far, because there's nothing in Dr. Gray's autopsy report to determine that, yeah, he died instantaneously. So this was how the victim was killed. So he was shot and also stabbed. We also have a knife, which was the knife used to stab the victim. Excuse me. And then we have Maya's clothes, which, as you can see, they are very covered in blood. So very incriminating evidence. Yeah, so I'm going to press this statement just to get more information. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. Just tomato, don't worry. Yeah, I've seen that trick before, where people use tomato ketchup as blood. Yeah. But that is definitely not ketchup, that is definitely real blood. Yeah, there's no trickery going on here. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Just English jelly. Yeah, if it's strawberry flavored, we do have a lot of colours of jelly over here. So there's like yellow, red, or orange, green if you get apple. But yeah, also the prosecutor just whipped the policeman. That is clearly against court protocol, and yet the judge just lets it happen. So sorry. Okay, while the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. So, yeah, yeah, okay. In France, the dishes are strange. Yeah, I've had, so I know in France there's frog's legs, which I've heard are just like chicken. There's also escargot, which is like, which I've heard of, which is, I think that's garlic snails, which is like, yeah, I don't know. Cassoulet. I think I've heard of that one. I don't know what it is though. Yeah, feel free to enlighten me on that one. Yeah. But yeah, I'll press this statement for more info. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? Oh, it's sausages and beans. Okay. Oh wow, I didn't know they had a name for that in French. I know we have a name for sausage and mashed potato over here, which is bangers and mash. I know there's also bumble and squeak, which I think is I think it's eggs and something. Yeah, I should know that one, but yeah, I do really like sausages and beans together though. Yeah, I have been. My mum makes a mean like sausage and beans with just like toast to like dip in it and like eat with it. Yeah, so good. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Grass double translate to double fat. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I knew that one. I mean, I think I knew that double was, or, well, I don't know if you pronounce it double, it might be like double. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so, yeah, let's press this one. I don't think I have any evidence. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked up on the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. The tripe, belly and stomach of the great beef, grass double. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's double fat. Okay. So, yeah, so, yeah, that corroborates that statement. Let me press that one. I think I know what to present on what statement. Yeah, so, Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Lake Cass's moves are literally in English muscle breaks. Oh wow, that's funny. Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to think of the most advanced thing that I know in French. Yeah. Yeah, it's been so long. I mean, I know I mentioned I did a bit of French in primary school, but yeah, I think some of my French is a little bit rusty. Like, I know uh, some of the colours and maybe a couple bits of food, and numbers obviously, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm trying, ratatouille as well, that's French, I think. Yeah, ratatouille. Yeah, it's funny because there's no meat in it, as far as I know. Ratatouille is like all vegetables. So it's funny that like ratatouille is like, ratatouille, raclette, tartiflette, yeah. I do want to try ratatouille at some point, because ever since I saw, obviously there's the Disney Pixar movie Ratatouille, but yeah, ever since I saw that, I'm like, oh, I have to try Ratatouille at some point. Now do you understand? Yvonne Carmen's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay, so now I'm going to cycle through to the statement that I think... But yeah, so I think this is the statement that has the problem, and I think the evidence I'm going to present is Maya's costume. Oh, that actually sounds so nice. Potatoes, sausage and bacon, or you put melted cheese on top. I'm so glad I've just eaten, otherwise that would make me so hungry. But yeah, I do love French cuisine though. Like every dish I have had from France has been really nice. Yeah. Yeah. You forgot the baguette. Oh, okay. So there's baguette in it as well. But yeah, I'm gonna present Maya's costume because there is actually... So Gumshoe is arguing, so Gumshoe's the detective, he is arguing that that the victim missed the so-called killer, but there is clearly a bullet hole just next to where my camera is on your screens that clearly argues that they didn't miss. So yeah. But yeah, if the music goes off after I guess something, it means it's right. So yeah, I like to think I'm pretty good at this game. I have like game overed once before, but yeah. Yeah, I find baguettes are very hit and miss. Yeah, because some baguettes are like dry and then others are like just right. Like I've never had a baguette that's like too wet or too moist. But yeah, I do know what a dry baguette tastes like, and yeah, it's not the nicest. Yeah, missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Oh snap. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on the costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh, but there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Francisca, put that whip away right now. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. No, I don't know what the Minitel, I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it might be some form of transport. Or maybe we're still talking about food, but yeah. So, yeah, no is my answer. Oh, wow. Wow, that's really interesting. So it's an ancestor of the internet. Yeah, yeah, cause, yeah, that's really interesting. I'm just trying to remember who actually invented the internet. I know Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. But yeah, and I should know who invented the internet, but yeah, the name's sort of escaping me. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. It makes sense, something doesn't make sense. Ooh. I'm gonna go something doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal flaw? Yow, very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. It looks like a PC, but it's only used to go to sites. It connects to the dial phone, and you can go to sites. Fun fact, I use it, and I managed to get it to work with the internet. Wow. Yeah, wow, that's, yeah. Actually, now that you've mentioned it sort of looks like a PC, yeah, it actually sounds vaguely familiar. I don't know whether I knew it was called the, Minitel, but, yeah. But yeah, please do send a picture, I'd love to see it. I know my fiance, who is, he's still working right now, so he's not on the stream today. But yeah, I know he'd probably appreciate that picture because he's very into his hardware. But yeah. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Oh god. Okay. Oh yeah, we can also look at people of interest in this case. So yeah, so if you ever forget like what a person's importance is to a case, yeah, this is really handy. Well, yeah, what evidence could maybe it's the folding screen. Or maybe it's the autopsy report. Yeah. Is it the autopsy report? Because Francisca and everyone's arguing that I don't know, it's too fun to go to a court. Well, I actually had to go to a court for a tribunal quite a few years ago, and yeah, it can be quite intimidating. Yeah, the inventory is normal on USA. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense then, because yeah, I think this game is set in Japan, but yeah, there is a lot of American references in this game. So yeah, but yeah, I'll try the autopsy report, and then if that's not it, I'll try the folding screen, because I'm not sure on this one. Take a look at this. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's wrong. Okay. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. Yeah, so there has to be something that proves the doctor didn't shoot the victim at that point. Maybe it is the folding screen. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so second time lucky on that one. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in the folding screen. Ah! Imagine in the year of our Lord 2025, the state no longer has money to train judges, they make them play this game. Yeah, this game honestly could be a very, very good training simulator for up and coming lawyers. Yeah, maybe not prosecution, because the prosecution in this game, they never seem to be actually that good at their job. But yeah, lawyers could definitely use this game. Yeah. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are those two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, and then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Ooh. Way to go, Phoenix. Order, order. That this changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, I heard about that. Um, yeah, I know. Obviously, there's like garlic snails, so like escargot. I don't know whether there's any other snail dishes. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I'd ever eat a snail though, because I do. Yeah, I do. I would rather just let them like uh, hang about in my garden if any do come along. Yeah, so. But yeah, the victim doctor was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Yeah, where was the defendant? Wait, did she hide in the box? No. No, that's wrong. Okay. So was she behind the folding screen? Oh yeah. Here, behind the folding screen. Yeah, I remembered because I have played this game before, so some of the answers are in my memory, and yeah, that one did come back to me. Yeah. So the victim and his attacker were fighting, were they not? Then what would the attacker be doing all the way back there? Besides which, if the attacker was behind the folding screen, then how could the victim even know where to shoot? It's obviously impossible. Yeah, I guess so. Mr. Wright. Oh no, that's wrong. Come on. What's done is done. Oh. Really? The game made me think I was right? Oh, that's so mean. Wait, was she... Oh! Wait, was she the victim? Is this one of those trick questions? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, where? Yeah, so they weren't in the box, they weren't behind the folding screen, were they just like here? No, never mind. I may have to look, I may have to cheat a little and look this one up. Yeah, cause yeah, do I? Yeah, so, yeah, so, case attorney. Okay, so, what case am I on? Oh wait, I'm on Justice for All. Yeah, get the right game. Reunion turnabout. The lost turnabout. Okay, Spot just left of where the hole is, the west side. Okay. Right. Spot. Just west of where the hole is, the left side. There. She was standing here near the folding screen. Well, wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how do you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Could curse you, Mr. Phoenix, right? You... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? On further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Poor Gumshoe. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial shall be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, right? To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Oh, of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? But yeah, so Phoenix knew Francisca's dad from a previous case, but Francisca's dad actually passed away because yeah, he actually ended up being the killer of one of the previous cases in the game. So yeah, that was a plot twist and a half. How dare you damage my perfect logic? Haha, how is it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later. Punishment? Watch the meme I send on the Discord. Where is it? General chatting. Writing, English, speaking, English, French, German, Italian. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do like SpongeBob, so but yeah, very, very, very funny meme. I think I might have seen parts of that meme before, like other people have used some of the images from that meme. But yeah, Russian, yeah. Yeah, the Italian one is pretty funny as well, where they give SpongeBob a like proper fancy Italian twirly mustache. Yeah. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. So yeah, so we've got everything we can out of Gumshoe. So now there's gonna be a little bit of like a reprieve in the game. And then yeah, so the next witness is gonna come out, and then we're basically gonna repeat the same process. So basically find any problems with their testimony. So yeah, the gameplay is pretty simple for this game compared to some of the other games I play on my stream. But yeah, so yeah, save, because in this game you save after every little chapter. But yeah, so we are now on part 2 of the trial. So yeah, this is Maya. This is who we are defending and trying to get innocent. Yeah, her funny clothes are her spirit medium uniform. So yeah, very funny. She's a very good character though. Yeah, definitely one of my favourite characters in this game. Phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. But yes, Pell, who is also a spirit medium, is Maya's cousin. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. So thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the warrior's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order. Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how are you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza. Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine? That ain't fine, that's a whip. Yeah, thank you, Lotta. Someone's finally speaking up against the whip. Ah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Okay, time for Lotta to testify. Okay. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. But yeah, with Lotta, she's very much like a southern country bumpkin. So yeah, I try and do like a bit of a cowgirl accent with her. And then yeah, for most of the other characters in this game, barring one of the prosecutors, I do American accents. Yeah. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Eh? Excuse me. Reckon course. It's short for you. Reckon. Of course I did. Ah. Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. Here's the picture. Oh my. Oh god. It will certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Okay, so we now have new evidence. So Lotta's photo that she just showed us is now in our collection of evidence. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Okay, so now it's time to press and present. So, yeah, so obviously I'm gonna ask for more information about this one. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Urk. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Ray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Oh, hold on. We can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. We were waiting outside the door and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Okay, let's ask for more information. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Urk. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix, right? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Okay, Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Okay, press. So, let me get this straight. Phoenix, that was you. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right? Why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Press. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Press harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. Well, what you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see... Order! Miss Hart, you were here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix, right? Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Press. Okay, get more info. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there. Ooh, I take it that's some Spanish. The penguins. I don't know. But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Is there really no one else in there? What about, behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rec Given. Huh? What in the... Rec Given. You know, you reckon that's a given. Just a meme. It was a secondary task from my friend. Oh, cool. It took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind the folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Rec Given. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as wrecking Given. Aw, Paul Touch. Now then, Phoenix, right? Do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Ah, just as I thought. There's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. Okay. I'm gonna need to dash off somewhere for a couple of minutes. But I will put it on my be back soon. Okay. Da da da. Put it back on. There we go. There we go. Okay. But yeah, thanks for your patience, everyone. I am back now. Da da da. Just gonna need a drink. I'm gonna. Yeah, I actually have 2 drinks set up. So I have my water and I also have a nice iced coffee. Yeah, just to help keep my energy up. Because then, yeah. Okay. I may need to sort my ears out just for a quick minute. And when I say sort my ears out, I mean I just need to give them a quick massage. Because, yeah, I've noticed I think my right eardrum might have popped a little bit. I'm good there. But yeah, so let's continue. So, by the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. Okay, is there anything else? Da da da. No. Yeah, just, oh, okay. Where is there we go. Okay. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in the picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Might just turn the audio down a little bit because I see it's a little loud. There we go. Okay, yeah, just sorted the audio out because I noticed it was a tad on the loud side. But yeah, so, however, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that will prove it's not Maya in the photo? Can we present evidence yet? Pardon me. Yeah, okay. It's a good thing I checked, because I probably might have made the wrong choice on that one. Yeah, oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, let's not present anything yet, because we don't have any concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright, nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is it all I could do? I think it is quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you, totally 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for the witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. But Mia... Oh my god. So yeah, this is the spirit channeling in effect right here. So this is Mia Fey, who is Maya Fey's dead sister, but She is being channeled by Palefair, who is Maya's cousin, the little girl that we were talking to earlier. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But Pearls, her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? To Dr. Gray. I was murdered. What? Lotta, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece to the puzzle. Mia, question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. So she is lying somewhere. That's interesting. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination is already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated... It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. But Lord Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I have someplace I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Witness's account, part 2. Okay, second testimony from Lotta. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Okay, so cross-examination. So let's press or get more info. So what does she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person? She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? Okay. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. Press. Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. Eh? Well, I reckon that's possible. If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe... Ow! Foolish fool spouting foolish foolishness just as I expected a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Sorry, Maya. Are y'all done here? Can I continue? I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. Press. Let's get more info. And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer. That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the bird on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers. Wow! Mr. Phoenix, right. Would it kill you to stay on topic for a change? Well, would it, Mr. Wright? Nice, tag teamed in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not in 5.1. I got that reference. That, sound jerk. But I still managed. Okay, so press 2, right? To 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture you've been withholding? No, you've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma. Franziska, what did you tell her? Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this, you're as bad as your father. Confront her. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well yes. Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. The Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to the court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it, that's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Okay, ooh, this is gonna be interesting. What's the second photo gonna show? It shows the killer's face. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. I mean, yeah, she does not look like Maya at all, apart from the hair and the clothes. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I not insist it's not Maya, clearly. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. It's just someone with imposter syndrome, ha ha ha. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body is taken on a different appearance. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn then, that somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Order! Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during this visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Yeah, George. It's unbelievable that she can. Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that the picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, the case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in the picture is not Maya? Can we prove it yet? I can prove it. Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange? Okay, so clearly there was no bullet hole in these clothes. Please direct your attention here, to the sleeve, but there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Oh, ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Oh my. Sneezed so hard my headphones came off. Jesus. Okay. Man, I don't think my nose has ever been that bad before. Jesus. Okay, let's continue. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to our argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ah, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Tusk, jumping the gun again, I see. Yeah, okay. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct had missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to the case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Francisco von Carmen's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth in his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was no bullet hole. The judge is confused by the strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. Okay. The shooter is someone else. The bullet hole was made later. The picture is a fake. Shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order. If order is not restored, I will suspend the trial. Ow! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know. If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Well, look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, sorry guys, don't mind me, just clearing my throat. And second, where did the person come from? That's right, now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix, right? I can't believe that even me is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? if I could prove that either of one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is, Maya had left the room. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. I think it's the key. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key is the only one of its kind after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix right? Yeah, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that the person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma? How can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm a prodigy. I have never lost a case, and I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wow, that was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yeah, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that another person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing, so sheltered. Oh, no. Okay, let's save progress. But yeah, now we're back to investigating because we need to find more stuff out about who this mystery third person might be. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man, she definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls. Oh, I see. I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. Okay, time to talk to Pearls. So let's ask her about today's trial. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I had never seen so many people before. Oh, and Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so... And then that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes. Ruffly. Oh, she means Francisca. She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow. I won't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Okay, let's ask Pearl what she thinks about prosecutors. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy, eventually. He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgyworth? That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh? He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, so... Yeah, there seems to be a weird storyline that this game has where Edgeworth is apparently dead now, all of a sudden. He's not dead, but Phoenix just seems to... Maybe Phoenix is saying he's dead because Edgeworth is dead to him. You know, like, they're not friends anymore. But yeah, I really don't know. But anyway, let's ask Pearl about the murderer. By the way, yeah, what is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Well, why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, the key. Just when did she pick this up? Okay, let's ask Pearl about her alibi. I just realised that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? Ah! Huh? What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything. She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else, I promise. Psych alert. Looks like Pals is hiding something from us. Ah. I guess you can see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? Okay, so, I'm guessing we don't have enough evidence to solve Pearls' Cyclops yet. No, okay. Okay, so, yeah. So yeah, let's, Now I'm gonna present the black key. You found this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right? Yeah. Now, where you found this key is very important. So please tell me, Pearls. Where did you find this? I found it in the incinerator. The incinerator? She's talking about the one in the garden. The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick? Yeah? Are you going to tell my mother? You mean tell Morgan what you did? Yeah, if she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking. Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. So yeah, let's move to Winding Way. We'll need to go through the meditation room to get there. It's really empty. Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. Okay, Winding Way. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Ooh, looks like they've noticed me, and are now running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey! Like, you're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again. Ooh, like, real suave. So it's like my turn. It's nice to see you too. So, what's up? You're all out of breath. Oh, like, huh? Oh, like, you mean, like, I'm just totally happy and, like, totally excited to be here? Excited? Like, I mean, there are so many things to, like, see. It's, like, the real deal here. Oh, really? For example, like that urn over there. Do you, like, know about it? All I see is an old cracked piece of pottery. Okay, let's talk to Eeny Meeny. Okay, sacred urn. Is there some sort of legend connected with that urn? Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure. Huh, didn't know that. And like, it's sealed inside that urn. What are you talking about? Like, you know, Ami Faye's spirit. Ami Faye? Who's that? Like, geez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Korean channeling technique was Mystic Ami. You don't have to get upset with me. So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Faye family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic? Romantic, huh? If that urn is really as important as she says, it could be a vital clue. Okay, let's ask Eeny about what happened. Eeny, I want to ask you about the murder. Murder? Dr. Grace, remember? As if there's another one. Oh, that one! Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all? Like, come on, what a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing. Oh yeah, you only introduced Dr. Gray to Korean village, no relation, sure. Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse in his clinic. Okay, let's ask her about the traffic accident. Alright then, why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to, like, do with the murder? I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Cyclops! Oh my god. Cyclops? Like, what is it? Looks like I'm going to need something to pry your mouth open on this one. Okay, so let's examine the incinerator. That's right. Pearl said she found this key inside the incinerator. I guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it. A tiny bit, but still. Okay, cloth scrap has been added to the court record. So, unburned remains found inside the garden incinerator. A small amount of blood is on it. Okay. Examine the end. So there's a spirit in this certain far. All I see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit can live in the space between the cracks. Looks like something's written on it. I am. Huh? Weird. Okay, so sacred end has been added to the court record. I think that's it in terms of winding away clues. I'll just double check just to make sure. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, let's move back to the meditation room, and then let's move into the channeling chamber. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? It looks like she's talking to a picture. Oh god, what's that face? Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. What in the... Who's there? Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at. Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Huh, oh yeah, thank you. I'm terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had a previous engagement as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand? And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. Okay, let's talk to Morgan. So, what happened? Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lotta and I went to call the police? Yeah, of course. I was by mistake Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms afterward. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more did, however that is all that occurred. Ah, I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be any more patronizing? Okay, let's ask Morgan about training. So, do the students train every day? Yeah, absolutely. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course. However, and I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training. Mr. Wright. Ah, yes. Wow, she got real scary real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, the Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. Okay, let's ask about the master. So, the master is Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty. She is a brilliant medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure. About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared. Oh, so she disappeared after the DL6 incident? That's interesting. I don't believe she will return to this village in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Erased? The person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Korean Village. And this Nick Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. Okay, is there anything we can present to Morgan? Oh. No, okay. No, I don't think so. Okay, so let's go check on Maya. So let's go to the detention center. So let's go to Korean Village, and then move to detention center. Hey Nick, I've been waiting. She looked so helpless. So, how was it? What did you find out? Well, I found a few things. Is it so bad that you can't even look me in the eye? I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow, I promise. I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble. Okay, let's talk to Maya about today's trial. So, how was it? Today's trial, I mean. You were fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought our goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie. Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're going to win this, Maya. Thanks a lot. Really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it? Of course not. You're completely innocent. If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but there wasn't anyone else in the room with the two of us, right? Well, did you check behind the folding screen? I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there. That's exactly what Lotta said too. Okay, let's talk to her about not guilty. Nick? Yeah. Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray? Because of something Mia told me. My sis? What did she tell you? She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you. Now that you mention it, wait, then, I really am? You are not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged. Drugged? I think this was planned from the very beginning, and you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray. That's... Okay, let's ask Maya about Pearl's alibi. I want to ask you something about Pearls. Pearly? What about her? No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder. Huh? Wait, Nick, you don't think she did it, do you? No, nothing like that. She never do anything like that, you hear me? Never. She's a great kid, and really cute, and really great and cute. I didn't really think she was the murderer, but she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that date, right? Yeah, the two of us, we were playing with our ball. A ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. Okay, let's ask about the ball. So, about this ball. It's nothing really special, just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job that day. Pearlie really loves to play with that ball. She loves to play with that ball. Huh. When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box. The clothing box? Yeah. Pearlie's always hiding in there. You know the side room, there's a clothing box in there. It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. The clothing box in the side room, huh? Okay, so time to move back to the side room. Oh, there's Lotta. Ah! Hey, wait, please, Lotta. she ran off into the manor. Okay, let's move to the meditation room. Lotta. Ack! Hey, I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay eyes on me and we'll turn to dust. Okay, let's move into the winding way. Okay, and then let's move into the side room. I'm pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction, but it doesn't look like she's here. Okay, so there are some interesting things here, like this ball. It's Pearl's ball. Maya said that it's always kept in the clothing box, so then what is it doing on the floor? Okay, Pal's ball. Pal's favorite toy. She was playing with it at the time of the murder, it seems. Okay, and then let's examine the clothing box. It's a clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder what's inside. Ah! Wow. What were you doing in there? What were you thinking? I'm a bad person. Just another piece of human trash. I needed a hole to crawl into. So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into? Oh man, huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box. And it's about 8 inches off the ground. That's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. Thank goodness. Okay, so I think this clothing box may have been at the crime scene at the time of the murder. So very interesting. We can examine it again. It's a clothing box where Pearl keeps her ball. I thought I felt my soul take off for a sec when Lotta jumped down at me. So it's big enough to fit a grown adult. Well, if she can be called an adult. Okay. So we might have enough evidence now to go get rid of Pearl's Cyclops. So yeah, let's go find Pearl. So that's Edie. So meditation room. Oh, Mr. Nick, that person ran by here just now. What person? You know, the person with the fluffy cotton candy hair. Ah, she means Lotta. She said, don't look at me with them eyes, but I'm not that scary, am I? I don't think that's quite what she meant. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you. Going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me. Oh, well, thanks. You're welcome. Okay, so let's present Maya's Magatama. And yeah, let's see if I can solve these Cyclops. Okay, Pearl's alibi. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? Well, what if I can't just tell you what happened? Well, guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You can do that? You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yeah. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? So, Pal was at the Winding Way. You were here, weren't you, Pearls, in the Winding Way? Wow, you got it. So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. You really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the Winding Way? Time to present the ball. You were playing with this ball, right? Ah, that's right. How did you know? Maya told me that you loved to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. Uh-huh, and then? Something happened, huh? Something really bad. What do you mean something? Nothing happened. This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened. Okay, present the end. This urn. It's a village treasure, right? Ah, and the spirit of the founder of the crane technique is sealed in here, isn't it? Yes. What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. Please don't tease me. Pearl, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? Oh, snap. Pal. The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? She doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. It's a really old urn, isn't it? I guess. It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks. Her voice is shaking. How can you tell that urn has been broken? Oh shit. Da, da, da. Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, so, yeah, time to present Army Phase profile. Who started the Korean channeling technique? Huh? Oh, it was Mystic Army. That's right. And how do you spell her name, do you know? How do I spell her name? I don't know. It's spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn and made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. Yay, we broke past Cyclops. Okay, let's ask Pearl about her alibi and get an actual response this time. Around when Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day, I was playing in the winding way with my ball. And that's when you broke the urn? Yeah, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Army's spirit fly away. Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay? I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable. I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. But the broken pieces were pretty big, so you thought you could put them back together and no one would notice? Yeah. Okay, let's ask Pearl about the urn. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there. The hallway? You mean winding way? Yeah. The channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job. Yeah, I might be strong at spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I am not nearly as skilled. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor. So that's around when Lauda and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder. When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick, what is it, Pearls? I'm going to get banished, aren't I? I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Mr. Kami's happy to be free from that cramped turn. Yeah, I hope so. No harm done and a happy resolution. Phew. Okay, and the sacred end's been updated in the court record. So, yeah. Let's see. Where do we go next? Phew, I think I've found out everything I can. But I can't see how it all adds up. Heh, heh. And is Eeny Meeny being here just a coincidence? Hey, mister. How is it that the spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Eeny's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix, I'm talking to you. I wish I knew a little more about Eeny, but where am I going to find info like that? Oh, I get it. You can't be bothered to look over at trash like me, is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Ah, Lawada. Oh, so you finally noticed. I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. Well, I gotta hand it to you. You sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of one around like this. Thanks. But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you going on about? And as for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing? Well, you see, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you? You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister. Okay, let's talk to Lotta about today's trial. Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lotta. I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me? Forgive her. Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Oh, thank goodness. I'm still what? No, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know. Gibberish. Now then, Lotta Heart at your service. Huh? I'll share with you all the dirt I've dug up. But thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. Lotta not taking money. Oh, I know this one's an alien clone. Okay, I need to, have more of my drink. Ugh. Oh. I'm glad my sniffles and whatnot seem to have calmed down a little bit. Okay, now let's talk to Lotta about the murderer. If Maya is not the real murderer, then who do you think it is, Lotta? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that occult freak. You mean Eeny Meeny? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? That granny, you and me, we were all together that whole time. So Lotta suspects Eeny, which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eeny. Okay, so how to get the info out of Lotta. About this clipping. Now you listen, okay. Clothing box. Okay. Profiles. Eeny Meeny. Heh, that's Eeny Meeny, right? Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I had heard as much. I had also heard that Eeny was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Kareem Village. You don't say, that's one sneaky gal if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? Okay, let's get the dirt on Eeny Meeny from Lotta. Speaking of Eeny, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? Ha ha ha. It'll cost ya, and it'll cost a lot. Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Well, heck, you can go find out on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe. What's that supposed to mean? Well, see, actually, it was gonna be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there. Uh, oh my. Pardon me. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? Spoiled gumbo sounds ew. I mean, look, don't blame this on me. Oh, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this haughty clinic. Okay, time to go to a brand new area. Let's check out Haughty Clinic. So, this is where Edie was hospitalized. Yes. Are you here to visit your patient? Ah, yes. Are you a doctor here? Yes. I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho. I didn't think I was speaking with the director himself. Yes. So, what can I help you with? I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eenie Meenie. Miss Meenie? Miss Eenie Meenie? Yes. Oh, her. That's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with ya. Oh, sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start that sweetums thing with me. Don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of the hospital. Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful toward their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. Yes. Yes, Don't, yes, me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie, The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Oh. Yeah. Tell me about it, right, Phoenix? Okay, let's ask him about Hottie Clinic. So, what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff? Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Ho ho. Yes, what does that look for? Yes. There's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes. When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here. You do surgeries here, right? Yes. We do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems. Yes. It seems that way. Okay, let's ask him about Eenie Meenie. What do you know about Miss Eenie Meenie? Now you're talking. Yes. That girl, she was transferred from the general hospital. From the general hospital to here. What kind of surgery did she need? Yes. Well, she needed surgery. It was really bad, really bad. So, what kind was it? Yes. Well, no. You see that it's something... No, I can't tell you. So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's in all those TV shows, right? You've seen them, right? Yes. I'm never going to get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. There's gotta be something I can show to this old coot. Okay, present. So what do you know about this? Attractive, huh? Okay, Miss Eenie is really cute in this picture. You'd agree, right? Yeah, sure. I wish I could see her again. Maybe the next time she has a big accident. Yes. I'll tell her for you. Yes, please. I'll be waiting for her. Yes, waiting. Okay. About this person. I feel like somewhere. I've seen her somewhere before, I think. Well, when she comes tomorrow for her consultation, I'm sure we can get reacquainted. I don't believe this. Okay, so what do you know about this? Oh, okay. Da, da, da. Now this is what I'm talking about. Yes, nice. This is nice and exciting. What do you think? Does anything grab your attention? There's no mistaking this is nice. Yes, yes, I like this picture. Yes. Mind if I borrow this for a while? For private research purposes? That's okay. 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 Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now, I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes. Actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Eh? What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay? Huh? I'm actually this clinic's... See, I'm like this place's walking dictionpedia. You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky smooth, haughty patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Anyway, you wanted to know about Lil Miss Eeny Meeny, right? Lil Miss Eeny Meeny? That girl. Ah, I remember her especially well. Really, especially very well. Okay, let's ask him again about Eeny Meeny. Please tell me what you know about Eeny Meeny. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right. She was transferred here from the general hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yeah, I could see it was a huge wound at that. Huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around and around in bandages and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, alright. Yeah, it was an accident. They're scary, yes. Cars, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up, I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Okay, let's ask about the operation. Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation. Are you talking about Miss Eeny's operation? Yeah, Miss Eeny's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes. Her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Eeny had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl, see, she had just gotten her license, so she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh, So see, I got her picture as a way to remember her. Yes, well more like swiped. Breach of ethics. Oh, wait. What? A pretty girl like her, I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. Okay. License for added to the court record. Okay, let's ask about the accident. So you looked up information on Miney's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes. I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes. Hold on, I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so obsessive to the max. But I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Miney was in the passenger seat. The passenger seat, huh? And dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Miney fought with the door, finally got it to open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes. Okay, we have another newspaper clipping about the car accident. A new clue. I should probably look this over. Okay, so, Highway of Nightmares. Late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Miss Miney holds interview about crash. I was totally tired and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash and I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was still half asleep when I opened the right door and got out. I don't remember anything else. If Miss Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Miney. Miney was the nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic where 14 patients accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this then just a mere coincidence? It's been half a year since Miss Miney had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes. So how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes. Well then I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Miney I said hi, okay? Yes. It's time for me to leave too. Yes. Okay, it's definitely time to leave. Okay, right and Kerr. Just taking another drink break. This case has had me out of the office most of the time. I can come back tomorrow. Okay. Corinne Village. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Yeah, so earlier that old granny called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she has something to tell him. Things are sure getting interesting. Okay, let's ask a lot about Morgan. But honestly, I tell ya, that granny sure got her bloomers in the knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know. stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it's turned into. A murder, that's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Yeah, really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master's seat. Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master. Okay, let's ask about Miney. You know where Eni is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. Okay, the master. So, I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter. Turns out that old bat is Misty Faye's older sister. Uh-oh. They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost to her younger sister Misty. I see. This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sort of things too, like she's the oldest and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the branch family, I reckon. Yeah, so this case is getting more and more interesting. Okay, so now that we've talked to Lotta, let's go to the meditation room. And then we're gonna go to Winding Way. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I think I have enough to finally unlock our secret. Like, what's with that scary look on your face? Okay, let's present the Magatama. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh, yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Eni just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Okay, so Miney is the person we want to be presenting here. Oh wow, so like that person had a car accident too? You can't tell me you don't know. Like, how would I know if that person like had an accident? Oh. Besides, like, I'm an occult fan, not an ambulance chaser like you. Huh? Did I pick the wrong person? There we go. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yeah. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Well, clearly, this one. Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says Miney holds interview about crash. Ah! She suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to hospital, correct? Well, like, wait. What now? Well, that's not me. Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Miney, is, like, pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Miney, is in here, too. Like, totally. Wow, what a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting like goosebumps. You think I'm going to let you get away with that? So like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? Um, yep, the license photo. This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director. Now are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's like totally not related to the murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And that woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be Miney? I believe it was your sister, Miney. Mimi, you were riding in your sister's car while she drove. Two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. Okay. So we unlocked all our sidewalks, so now let's get some real answers. Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were like on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then it happened. At the time I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister. I like couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's ask about Dr. Gray. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give me a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. Haha, it seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay, So, meditation room, and then, but yeah, let's go back to the village. Looks like something's up. So stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow, hey, hold on, okay, pal, I'm not gonna hurt. Pearl, dear, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But... Aw, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll show you something cool. Here, look, it's a real pistol. Detective, do not upset me further. Ah, sorry. Poor Gumshoe, being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother. Okay, let's talk to Pal about Morgan. Mother, this has never happened before. Pearls. Mr. Nick, I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Okay, let's talk about Maya. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Oh. But yeah, let's do as Pal says and go to the detention center. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Mia. No way, Maya's channeled Mia again. So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few cyclops of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Okay, let's present the Magatama. Oh, okay. Mia? Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean? Yeah, there we go. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Goal. Okay, let's present the Magatama. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yeah. Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting. I think you're protecting Morgan. Morgan Fay, of course. There is no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. Yeah, what would cast suspicion onto... Yeah, okay. The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the Winding Way. It's the same material as Maya's costume except for the splotch of blood. You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yeah. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But this blood. And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? Yes, I do. I think it's the black key. I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of the key, and yet somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right, and this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve, and both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was a part of Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Exactly. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me, but I want to know. If my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? She needed Eeny Meeny. Eeny Meeny. She's the answer to the final question, which means that my aunt and Eeny Meeny were in cahoots. So Morgan is Eeny's accomplice. Oh, snap. Or Eeny is Morgan's accomplice, but either way. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Fay Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yeah, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eeny Meeny is involved somehow, but we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eeny. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there is only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because Mother, she is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fay. Mia, Maya's mother. Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. Okay, so, so we did the first part of the trial and we've investigated everything. But I think given how my voice is feeling pretty hoarse and yeah, my sniffles seem to be acting up a little bit, I am gonna end the stream here. So I'm gonna wrap up. So I'll just save again just to double check it definitely saved. But yeah, so yeah, But yeah, thank you to anyone that watched the stream, and to anyone that watches the VOD. Well,
chance to freeze.